Welcome back. Now, in between the parts, I very much learnt that, no, I can't just continue doing the days through this management system here. I can't carry on until I do Opportunity Makes the Thief Part 2. It's a daily thing. Luckily, this is the next day, so it has opened up now. So, we're going to go do that rather than everything else. Otherwise, I'll be stuck anyway and I'll need to do that regardless. So, speak with Pella in the museum. You finished one phase of the museum's operation. You seem to see Pella again in the exhibit hall. Go and say hello to her and see if there has been any progress regarding the artifact thefts. She's right there.
Good to see you! The General Hall has been receiving a lot of visitors lately. The yearning for history and art has reawakened in the hearts of Belabagians, thanks to your superb management.
It's nothing. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
You know, I never guessed you'd become a pro at this job. I only wanted you to experience the fun of working here. So I'm curious, how do you like being the museum manager?
There we go. Love it. Loads of fun.
I know, right? And it really gives you a sense of accomplishment. Anyway, there's something else I wanted to talk to you about. There's been a new development in the museum theft case. First, I need to show you something. Here, this way. After the General Hall opened to the public, the Silvermane Guards and Wildfire did a follow-up investigation in the underworld. Progress was really slow, but they managed to hunt down some new clues. If the next stage of the investigation is successful, we should be able to open up the Industrial Hall to the public.
Cool. This section's open now. We've got a lot more to wander around and look at now. It's going to take a while. Ooh. We'll just get a cursory glance right now. Wait, there's a bridge there? Gonna have to go back there and see. Oh! That section where the power core thing is. That's actually a bridge. Oh. I never noticed that. This bit. That's what I'm on about. We'll look at that one. A work of photography that captures the energy hub. That's it, energy hub. Of the Silvermane Guard restricted zone. You remember using much effort to get close to the giant steel ball. Fortunately, that poor fool always carries the all-important key. Oh, that's harsh. We can look at the cars. You want to buy a car? You want to buy the new car? Lovely car. Nothing in this one. Huh. There's clearly meant to be something there. Surely, it can't just be the blue bit. But yeah, we'll have a look around these things later. But for now...
And here we are. The item that's supposed to be in this exhibit is a modern sculpture called Gears and Wisdom. It's a little hard to describe. Sort of abstract. It's made of gears and mechanical parts, and it's about the same height and weight as the average person. Basically, it's too heavy for someone to just pick up and run off with. As you can see, this sculpture was placed at the entrance hall of the Industrial Hall because it symbolizes the industrial spirit that Belabagians have lived, breathed, and produced for centuries. Without it, the Industrial Hall loses its soul. We have to retrieve the sculpture before we can open to the public.
Maybe we could make a new one? No. Where should we look?
It seems we'll have to make another visit to the underworld. It took nearly 20 years from design to completion to make Gears and Wisdom. We can't let all that painstaking work and talent go to waste. We have to get it back. I received some intel just earlier today. Someone said they found clues related to a gang of thieves in the underworld's robot settlement. I don't know if they'll lead us to the sculpture, but it's worth a try. We can head over to the robot settlement as soon as you're ready.
Let's go!
Let's head out then. There's quite the crowd here today.
Just one question though. When we eventually find it, how are we getting it back?
Where do we start?
Clara. Clara!
Huh? Ah! You mean the little girl in red? I remember her. I saw her in the overworld at Lady Bronya's succession ceremony. I don't know if she can give us any leads, but it's always good to say hi to a friend. Basic courtesy, right?
I mean, we can speak to Svarog as well, I imagine.
Ah! It's Big Sister! And Miss Pelageya Sergeyevna!
You remember my full name? This kid is really something. Nice to meet you, Clara. What brings you to the robot settlement?
Well, something strange happened in the settlement recently. I'm asking the grown-ups who live nearby if they know anything about it.
Something strange? Can you share any details?
Well, recently, a lot of the little robots in the settlement started behaving strangely. It's like they malfunctioned suddenly, all at the same time. They started roaming around, breaking into people's tents, destroying their belongings. It was a real headache for the people living here.
What did Svarog say?
Mr. Svarog scanned the robots for irregularities, but the results all came back normal. So, I don't think it's a hardware issue.
So they're malfunctioning collectively.
Sounds like they could use our help.
You're right. Since we're already here... Clara, we'll help you investigate what's going on with the robots.
Really? But don't you and Miss Pela have something important to do?
It'll be fine. We have other people in the underworld working on the investigation, too. Besides, we don't have any clues yet, so we may as well do something useful.
Thanks a lot. I was worried about handling the robots on my own, but with your help, it should be easy.
The duty of the Silvermane Guards is to serve the people. So where can we find these robots? Clara, can you lead the way?
Of course. Just follow me.
Where do we go? Down there then. Okay. It's the robot!
Oh, look! Over there! There's definitely something wrong with that robot.
Looks normal enough on the surface. Let's take a closer look.
Nope. Alright then. It's one way to get a closer look.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Time for a buzz.
This is double speed. Lend me your strength. To guard and defend.
I'm just thinking how well
Crush them.
they've done with the turn-based combat here.
So aggressive. Are all the robots in the settlement like this?
No, it must be malfunctioning. Sorry, little robot, but it looks like you're sick. I'm gonna take off your shell and give you a checkup.
Clara opened up the robot's casing and conducted an inspection.
Look,
This component doesn't seem like it belongs here.
Claire, can I take a look?
Oh, of course.
There's no mistaking it. This component was taken from Gears and Wisdom.
Wow. What a coincidence. Getting suspicious again how easy it is to find this stuff.
I can't believe my own eyes either, but I know that sculpture inside and out. No wonder Wildfire and the Silvermane Guards were never able to find Gears and Wisdom. Keeping such a conspicuous piece of art around wouldn't go unnoticed. The thieves must have disassembled it and hidden the parts inside the robots. But the best laid plans of snow, mice, and men often go awry. They didn't realize the parts would interfere with the robots' systems and cause them to run amok.
Snow mice and men. Oh dear.
Now we just need to find all the malfunctioning robots and retrieve the sculpture pieces one by one.
2 birds, 1 stone. Oh, sorry, 2 snowbirds with 1 snowstone.
I never imagined this would help you solve the case. That's great!
Let's get to work then. We're going to get all the stolen pieces back.
Alright, where do we begin?
The grown-ups said that the spot where the malfunctioning robots appeared is in this direction. Let's go look over there, big sister.
So we need to head on down. Here we go. Just assume I can attack it. Yeah, the combat system in this, they have made it very engaging.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Thinking about it, the amount of tactics that are involved with the characters and which teams you build, it's just
Time
great.
for a buzz.
Lend me your strength.
The little robots in this area should all be back to normal now.
We also got some parts of the sculpture back. It's not a lot, but it's a start.
Let's start looking in the next area.
If you haven't noticed now, I hang around when they start speaking, so I don't interrupt what they're saying. Doing the same in Genshin now as well.
Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Battle over. Nothing this time? Okay. I still want a figure of one of these robots. Either the traffic light one or the fist one. I really would like that.
A will forged in ice never falters!
Time for a buzz.
Lend me your strength.
It'd just be adorable. Oddly. I do find them adorable.
Looks like we rescued all the robots in this area, too. This is taking longer than I imagined. At this pace, it'll take us the entire day to fix all these robots.
Maybe we could just say we didn't find the other pieces.
I get what you're saying, but... Alright, I give up. That sculpture has dozens of individual parts. There's no way we'll recover them all at this rate. We just need enough parts to put it back together. As for the rest, I'll have replacements made. But you have to promise to keep this a secret. You too, Clara.
Don't worry. I'll keep your plan super secret, Miss Pela.
Thanks, Clara. Let's get on to the next area then.
There we go. So where's the next area? Up there. It is interesting the amount of geomatter that's just around, not being used. Hello, hello. Love that. Oh,
Keep your voices down. It's a big one.
you can say that again.
Oh, poor little Grizzly. There must be a lot of sculpture parts jammed inside. Let's go give him a checkup.
Oh no. I was gonna say, like, where are you? Whoa! He's just so confused. Where did he go? They were here a second ago. Like, I almost had them. Where did they go? I'm just gonna go hide over here. Okay, what we're looking at then? Alright. There we go.
Not bad at all.
Indeed.
Phew. All finished. This robot will reboot on its own after a while. Let's leave him be. Miss Pela, here's all the sculpture pieces I found.
Good work, Clara. Let's see here. We still don't have anywhere near enough.
We want to keep on fixing robots, really. I'm ready to help.
Do we have any other choice? I am starting to feel a little worn out, though.
I know. How about we go talk to Mr. Svarog? He might not be able to round up the robots, but I'm sure he'll have some good ideas.
I've never met Svarog before. I heard he's not easy to get along with.
Don't worry. Mr. Svarog has warmed up to guests a lot more now. I'll explain the whole situation to him. Here, this way.
So we got 19 pieces at this point. Okay. Let's go speak to Svarog. Alright, mate. See, I want one of these guys. Just as a little figure on my desk. Again, I find it adorable for some reason.
Huh? Is Mr. Svarog talking?
I meant to stand still.
Clara, you have returned, and you have brought with you the Outsider and Querying Database. Silvermane Guard Intelligence Officer Pelageya Sergeyevna, it is a pleasure to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, Mr. Svarog.
Hey! Big Sis Clara's back!
Big Sis Clara? Hello. What brings you two here today?
These two young humans found a suspicious batch of components. They wish to deliver them to me to earn my appreciation. However, the origin of these components is unknown, and they have no practical utility. It is difficult to ascertain their value.
Suspicious components? Can we have a look at them?
As you wish.
You and Pela, check out the parts collected by the children.
Sure enough, these parts are from the museum's sculpture.
Where did you guys find these parts?
These kids found way more than we did fixing all those robots. What an embarrassment.
Me and my sister were playing outside. We heard some grown-ups talking about what they were going to do with the parts. It seemed suspicious. They were acting a little sneaky. We hid in the shadows and waited until we heard them snoring.
And then we quietly dragged away the boxes with the parts in and gave them to Mr. Svarog.
That was really risky behavior. If those grown-ups had woken up, things could have gotten really dangerous for you two.
We were just trying to help.
Oh no, you did, you're okay.
Oh, what? Don't cry. Listen. These parts don't belong to Mr. Svarog, but you two were still a big help to us.
Quick, Svarog, say something nice.
I am unable to determine the logic behind this series of events, but if you insist. Excellent job, little girl.
See? I told you Mr. Svarog had warmed up to guests.
Really? So, we were a big help, weren't we? Awesome!
With these parts, we should have enough to put the sculpture back together. More or less. This isn't good. If what those kids said is true, then the museum thieves have operatives working in the settlement. I'll get in touch with the Wildfire and the Silvermane guards right away, and have them investigate the matter thoroughly. But for now, let's take the parts we have back to the museum, or we'll be here all night.
Items obtained, 25. Lovely. So, reassemble gears and wisdom. Let's go. I do hope this place will still be open once we've finished the event. It'd be nice. You Impaler worked strenuously to reassemble gears and wisdom.
If I'd known how much work this was going to be, I would have enlisted more help. But see the final product for yourself. Not too shabby, is it?
How was that all in the box? I like that one. Putting it back together was really fun. Let's tear it down and do it again.
You want to know what happens to people who vandalize exhibits? I call the Silvermane guards, and they carry you away. Take a look. As long as you don't pull out the blueprints and spend dozens of hours comparing, this version is virtually indistinguishable from the original. Excellent work. With Gears and Wisdom back, the Industrial Hall can reopen to the public. If you're still interested in managing the museum, why don't you go talk to Miss Eris about opening up the Industrial Hall? In the meantime, I'll follow up on the exhibit theft case. I wonder if any new clues were found over in Svarog's domain. I'll let you know if we get any new leads. I have a hunch that we're close to uncovering the culprit behind the curtain.
I do hope so, because I'm wondering who it would be. We got Clara! Awesome. Industrial Hall. New development fund acquired. Fantastic. Right, let's have a gander around Industrial Hall. A piece of concept art. It records the iterative process of the sculpture Gears and Wisdom. Here's a life pro tip this concept art can teach you. Often, you'll just have to scramble and grind your wits like this set of gears until you manage to ascertain the true intent of the requester. Huh. An advertisement illustration of a John Peake's Choice brand sewing machine. But this is a replica. John Peake's Choice brand sewing machines are an important symbol of the shift towards a light industry in Belobog, which is why this is posted here. Ah, understandable. A work of photography that captures the Stellaron imprisonment device atop Everwinter Hill. Imprisoned inside is a calamity descended from the sky, the future of Belobog, and the enduring nightmare of a supreme guardian. Indeed. Does this actually say anything more now? A gear-themed sculpture named Gears and Wisdom. But why Gears and Wisdom and not Gears and some other things? Then again, being that it elicits reflection and thoughts, calling it wisdom doesn't seem to be too far-fetched. A poster for Belobog's machinery manufacturing industry, but this is a replica. Looking at the leaden tones and the heavy machinery depicted on the canvas, you feel like you were transported back to the era when almost everything was made of steel. Cold steel. Ba 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 ba. A work of photography that captures the Everwinter monument erected on the Belobog Plaza. A certain intelligence officer has introduced the monument's design concept. It doesn't matter if you forget, because even if no one introduces it, a good piece of art can convey the value it contains by its own virtue. Yeah, I like that thought process there. A series of posters from the underworld. They look old. Why would they appear here? You can't say for sure. Oh. A huge geomatter radiator. It is a heating device that can be seen everywhere on the streets of Belobog. You feel warmth swirling around your torso. If the surface of the planet can be covered with heating devices like this, the eternal freeze might really be dispelled. Indeed. It would be a case of place them everywhere you can think of. A series of posters from the underworld. They look old. Does this museum not have any other more suitable exhibits? What? But these are the posters we saw over here. Like, these are the replicas of these older versions. They're important. A work of photography that captures a Belabogian cable car. With your effort, the cable car restarted its service after a decade of collecting dust. It travels between the overworld and underworld ceaselessly, and its rundown cable reconnecting the long segregated people of Belobog. A work of photography that captures the Silvermane Guard restricted zone on the edge of Belobog. The citizenry may not have known, but intricate road networks and mechanical obstacles are placed all over the premises. Do Silvermane Guards not get lost? Assuming not. Okay, what we got then? A work of photography that captures the scenery of the Furnace Core Research Station. The research station of yesteryear has become Svarog and the girl's home. The girl. But why are they always outside and never go inside? You can say Clara. You said Svarog, so... An elaborate sewing machine. For a freezing world, textiles that bring warmth have an inherent meaning of preservation. Huh. A work of photography that captures the geomatter veins in the Great Mine. The massive mineral vein is like an underground sun buried in stone. It illuminated the mines, the streets in both the overworld and the underworld, and the entirety of Belobog. A display screen of a certain model that has been discontinued, an antique. Although it is an antique, it is not technologically backward compared to today's products. The Everwinter City consumers seem to be very tolerant of unoriginal manufacturers. Yeah. What else we got then? What are you? A set of old metal cabinets. These are terminal equipment for mining machinery. In Belobog, simple mining machinery usually comes with complicated terminal equipment. However, their existence is not there to simplify operations, but to provide a space for mechanics to show off their skills. Oh. An exquisite projector. On generous loan from the Golden Theatre. In the past 700 years, this projector had never shown any films. Due to the lack of copying and filming basics, film industry only exists in name. Aww. Well, that's missing. Why is Peak there? Cars. A bronze wall model automobile that can be seen all over the city. It is manufactured by Rata Motors. This model has been famous for its high build quality and affordable price. Rata Motors sales always tops the chart, so much so that they have only released this one civilian model so far. Oh. Another sewing machine. A simple sewing machine. In Belobog, you can always buy clothing that fits you anywhere, but not even the most extravagant clothing is comparable to a piece woven with the sewing machine specifically for you. A civilian projector, cruder than the one on loan from the Golden Theatre. Looks like a prop in a film, but it really is to show movies. Okay. A work of photography that captures the bridge at the Great Mine. The cold, hard steel bridge and the cliff look a little bleak, but the miners hold them in great affection. It is the path leading home to the miners. I like that insight there, the path home. Peak, what are you doing? He fell asleep together with the exhibit beside him. Oh dear. Right, I think we checked everything in here, so that's us gonna be done for this part. And in the next part, I probably would have done some more management, and we'll see what we do. Probably a lot of these, I imagine. So we'll see you in the next part. Ta-da for now.